Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. So we're gonna go ahead and do a unexpected reading, okay? If that's something that interests you, do stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box because that's gonna have all the information that you would need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you, boo. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you so much for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. So Texas could be significant for somebody, all right? Specifically Dallas. Somebody went like the Dallas Cowboys, or maybe you've been a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader, or you like Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I don't know. There's something going on with Dallas, Texas, or Texas in general, okay? So that could be significant for somebody. Now we did get the crab that came out, guys. So, they showed me, I've seen a couple visions this morning, but one that they showed me with the crab was, they showed me like the little holes that the crabs make in the sand, and then they showed me a crab coming out, but he came out and he had his claws up and he had like a switchblade in his hand. So I don't know if this thing is like, I'll come out, okay? Like I will, rejoin the world, or I will communicate, or I will do this, but I'm gonna like protect myself, or I got, I'm packing some heat here. I don't know, there's something going on with that, okay? I don't know why that crab is like so damn aggressive, but that's the kind of energy I'm getting, guys. So unexpectedly, there could be you facing something, but you are going to be very guarded, okay? It actually kind of goes in line a little bit with another vision I had. So I had this vision of two people on a horse, okay? Two people on two horses, basically. And I'm not sure if I was one of the people or not, to be honest with you, but I looked down at my hands and my hands were really like dark, like coppery red, and they had like this leathery type of look to them, like they had been aged and worn and stuff. And then the horse that I was on was like a dark brown horse, and it had like a white handprint over its left eye, like a paint handprint, like somebody had put their hand over it to make that mark. And there was somebody who was sitting next to me, and their horse was really like decorated with, it looked like chalk or maybe some kind of stone mixture that you would mix up and you would make some kind of paste to be able to paint with it or something, but it was white. And off in the distance, and we looked like we were in the plains because it looked like a lot of flat land, but off in the distance, there was like these dark, dark, dark clouds, okay? And it looked like there was like a really big storm off in the distance. And the horseman that was next to me looked at me and he was like, "Are you ready to do this?" And I was like, "Well, I'm always up for a challenge." And I was like, "What about you?" And he got quiet and he was like, "I'm a little apprehensive about it, but I think we can do this." And so, I don't know, we rode off into the storm. Okay. Now, as we were riding off into the storm, like the wind was picking up and the horses you could feel, because I don't know, guys. It was like when I was on the horse, I could feel the movements of the horse. I could feel the energy of the horse, and that it was kind of nervous and scared, and it knew instinctively that we were going towards something that typically we should be running away from, right? So there was something here about that. And as we were going towards the storm, there were people that were running, on horses or on foot or in carriages or whatever, like they were running away. It really took me back to like, I don't know, like the pioneer days or something. That's kind of what it felt like, guys. Okay. But yeah, going into storms. So I don't know, Gemini, unexpectedly, you could find yourself going towards something that scares you. Okay. Unexpectedly, you might find yourself in the eye of a storm for some of you guys. Maybe you chase storms. Maybe you're a storm chaser or a storm tracker. Maybe you study storms or something like that. Okay. It's giving like Twister vibes or something. There could be something going on like that for somebody, but for the majority of you guys, I get the energy of facing your fears. Okay. Going head first into some kind of challenge and being ready for it, even if you're a little nervous or something. You could be doing this with somebody else, or you could just be doing it by yourself. Those two horsemen could have represented like the twins, right? Gemini's different, the duality of the twins. Or this could be a literal other person that you're about to face these challenges with. But either way, guys, that's what I got, okay? All right, so I don't know. Take that as it resonates, all right? It was a pretty crazy, pretty crazy vision. It was really detailed. All right, so let's go ahead and get you guys a question, or an answer to your question, I should say, okay? Now, you guys know the deal. I don't look at this. Okay, we have, that's gonna be way too many. I'm sorry, guys. I might take 2 cards, but not 3. You guys know the deal. I don't think of anything. This is for you, okay? So what is the answer, please, to Gemini's question? What is the answer to Gemini's question, please, Spirit? We have get more information. Okay, get more information, guys. There could be this energy here of maybe you need to listen to something that's, you know, the voice within or something. I don't know. There's something here about this card where it has the book, you know, and so you could Google stuff. You could get some kind of tangible information. You could ask people's advice or opinion. You could study on something, but then it has the moon up here, and it's almost like you need to lean on a sense of your own understanding, or you need to follow your intuition when it comes to something. That's just the energy that I'm getting. Pisces, Cancerian energy could be significant, but also any air sign with the book, it's just giving like knowledge. Also Virgo could be significant. Let's get a power animal for the unexpected, guys. A power animal is an animal that you can pull on its traits, its attributes to help you out in a situation that you find yourself in, okay? So what's Gemini's power animal when it, oh Lord, guys, everything's just fucking exploding over here. I don't know. Maybe that's what's about to happen. Unexpectedly, everything's about to pop off. Unexpectedly, there's going to be some excitement, or unexpectedly, everything's about to be shifted around where you're going to have to kind of get into a new sense of routine, a new sense of life, perhaps. Maybe there is something you're going to have to research. Like, now that I'm doing this, I'm on this path, everything's changing, okay? All right, Spirit. Okay? What is the power animal for the unexpected for Gemini, please? What's the power animal for the unexpected for Gemini? Okay, we have the lamb. Interesting. All right. We haven't gotten the lamb before, but the lamb for me, I do get sacrificial lamb type of energy with this card. And there's something here about this target. Anytime I see an animal that's looking directly at me, I do look at that as the animal might feel like it's being targeted, or it could be seen as a prey animal. All right. For some of you, there could be something like that, but I'm also getting a very innocent energy with the lamb. Okay. There could be like a naivety here, or a sense of childlike innocence that you're trying to reclaim in your life, for sure. Okay. I would say that the power animal is asking you to have healthy boundaries, which we see anyways with the crab, right? Crabs are crustaceans, and they have the natural barrier that's built in, and a natural defense system. They have the claws. You know, this crab has its claws up, so this crab is ready to go. Okay. And there could be something here where maybe you are a very sensitive soul, and you might need to defend yourself, okay? There could be something like that going on. I want to pull on the energy of the book. Let's see. What is this? Lamb. Oh, I just saw it. We have peaceful, prophetic, and patient. The lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you, and it will repeat and reverberate. I don't know what that is, guys, okay? I don't pretend to know every single word, all right? I'm just saying. Until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with the utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. Okay, Gemini. Knowingness, inner peace when in balance, and when out of balance, quiet, timid, and concerned. To bring into balance, meditation and listening. That's so interesting, guys, because we have the Get More Information card out here. I know these cards are really, you know, centered around your question that you asked, but sometimes they do tie into the reading, I find, and I feel like that's tying in here. There's something here where you're going to be given the truth of a situation, and it could be when you've had a quiet moment of reflection. It could be when you've pulled away and you've been in this state of introspection. That's when you're going to get this guidance, okay? Some of you guys could have guidance from a old friend, a child, or a surprising stranger. You know what it's giving? It's it's giving like the energy of like you're in the checkout line and you have something heavy on your mind and you're thinking about it, and then the people next to you, you know, you're just overhearing their conversation because they're talking, and they are talking about literally what you're going through. And it gives you the most awesome advice. It gives you exactly what you needed to hear. You know, and it's almost like they were sent from the divine to deliver that message, even though obviously they're talking about their own stuff and they have their own life going on and it has absolutely nothing to do with you. It's still exactly what you needed to hear. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. So unexpectedly, guys, there could be something here where you get the truth, you get some kind of clarity, you get some kind of guidance in regards to a situation that's been weighing heavy on your mind, on your heart. It's definitely with your emotions here with the crab energy. That's Cancerian energy. So your family, it could be something to do with your heart space or the things that you find near and dear, okay? How safe you feel in the world. There could be something here where you're going to get some kind of unexpected guidance or message. It's going to come from a very surprising source. Okay, I feel like the person's going to give you the truth or give you the guidance or something when they're not even really, that's not what they're trying to do, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And there's also something here about the guidance that you're getting from spirit or the message that you're receiving, it happening over and over and over again. You keep hearing the same message. You keep being given the same guidance. The intuitive notion that's coming through is the same. The signs keep repeating themselves. It's almost like you keep being told the same thing until you sit down and you listen to the truth, till you accept it, right? It's like the spirit wants you to listen to something. Some of you have been given some kind of prophetic energy, or you've been given, again, like the vision in regards to something like this is what's going to happen. This is where you're going to be. This is how situation is going to play out. This is what you need to do, because some of you guys have had your steps that have been given to you when it comes to a certain situation. Your steps have been ordered, basically. And there's something here where maybe there is a defensiveness here with the crab of like, I'm scared, or I'm nervous, you know, and it goes back to that vision that I had, right? Like needing to go into the storm and, you know, me checking with whoever this partner was that was next to me and being like, you good? You know, and then being like, you know, I'm a little nervous, and it's okay to be nervous. I really appreciate in that vision that whoever that was next to me was very honest. Like, yeah, I'm apprehensive. And me with my crazy ass, I'm like, you know, I'm ready for the challenge. Okay. So I don't know. I feel like there could be something there where maybe there's two different aspects of you. There's two different sides of you, where one side of you is ready for the challenge. You know, you're ready to do the damn thing. You're like the crab coming out with the switchblade. Like, who wants some? Okay, because you can get it, okay? There's something about that. And then for others of you, I feel like there's like another part of you that's just like, I am nervous, like I'm shaking in my boots over here, you know? So there could be something about that, guys. I feel like there's something where you're gonna have to face something, or you're going to have to take that step or take that leap of faith, or, you know, go off on this journey and you're nervous. You know, it does feel like you're going towards the storm instead of going away from it. But it also pulls me to, which is interesting because the buffalo is right before this. And it pulls me to that energy of the buffalo versus the cow, and how the cows will run away from storms. Like they'll try to avoid the storms, but the buffalo will run right into the storm to get past it, to get through it, because it knows that there's peace on the other side. It knows that the storm isn't something that's inevitable, right? It's not, or not inevitable, but ongoing is what I'm trying to say. Like, the storm isn't something that's going to last forever, you know? But it is inevitable, the storm, right? Like, there are always going to be storms in our life. And the thing about the buffalo is that the buffalo does not fear death, illness, or misfortune. Its gentle eyes look to the road ahead, trusting every turn. May we all experience this elusive yet life-changing bliss from time to time. Okay, so there's almost this energy here of like, the buffalo knows that there's going to be hard times. The buffalo knows that life is not always going to be easy, and to avoid what you fear, or to avoid difficult times, causes you to miss out on life's bliss. It causes you to miss out on the experiences that you're supposed to have, the organic experiences that you're supposed to have, okay? So take that as it resonates, guys, but that's kind of what I'm getting. I feel like there's something here that's going to happen that's really big, and you're going to be given some kind of guidance on this, okay? And you're also being asked with that buffalo energy to kind of go to the storm, go towards it, like get through it. Don't avoid it, because you're not going to be able to avoid it, Some of you guys have a really strong barrier built up. You have a really strong boundaries, and these boundaries are there to protect you, but they can also harm you. They're giving me the energy of like a moat, you know, a moat that's around a castle. And yes, the moat is full of things, you know, to, you know, keep whatever is trying to get in out, okay? Like, you know, alligators and sharks and pit bulls and my fucking, you know, Legos and shit leading to the door. Like, nobody's gonna be able to get past that, right? But it also keeps out the good things that would try to come in, because not everybody that's coming to your door, not every situation that shows up that has the essence of the unknown or looks like it might be difficult, it might have some things that are kind of complicated, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. The unexpected for Gemini, please. Did something just pop? I could have swore something popped. It did, the moon. Okay, Gemini. Okay, Gemini. I feel like Cancerian energy is significant for whatever reason. There could be a Cancer that's trying to give you a message, Gemini. They could be here on this earth. They could not be here on this earth, okay? You could have very strong Cancer in your chart. You could be cusping with that energy or very close to the Cancer season, okay? The moon is asking us to follow our intuition, right? The moon is asking us to listen to the voice within. But for an unexpected reading, I do feel like there's going to be some kind of secret that's going to come to the surface, or something that's been hidden, something that hasn't been acknowledged. There could be something here with the moon of where things weren't being seen clearly in a certain situation, or even within yourself. With the sweat lodge on the bottom of the deck, it's kind of giving me the energy that this is going to be very cleansing when this comes to the surface. You know, you're going to know exactly where you stand in the situation, or you're going to understand how you feel. You're going to acknowledge how you feel. There could be this unexpected like swell of emotions that comes up, or this unexpected truth from within. It feels like something that was hidden in the subconscious is about to come to the surface, Gemini. And it feels like you're going to face this directly, and you're going to decide that even though you feel a little apprehensive, or even though, you know, you may not have all the clarity, you do have clarity on how you feel. So unexpectedly, somebody could be facing their emotions, or somebody could be expressing their emotions to you, Gemini. This could happen during a full moon or during a very important moon phase. For some of you guys, yeah, I feel like somebody wants to express themselves to you, or you're needing to express yourself, and this is going to happen very unexpectedly. Okay, unexpected energy for Gemini, please. What's the unexpected that's happening here? We have the snake that's shedding its skin. So unexpectedly, there's about to be some changes in your life, Gemini. I don't know, I feel like you're stepping into a new era, or there's like a new beginning here, all right? Now, for me with the snake, you guys know I love snakes. I don't necessarily see something negative when I look at snakes. I more see a spiritual transformation. I also see magic and healing energy with the snake, okay? Now, there could be something where you are leveling up in your gifts here, you're leveling up in your vision, or your overall life circumstances, life path is leveling up. I do feel like there's a change that's happening here unexpectedly, Gemini. Some of you guys might have been looking at life in a more logical, practical type of way, right? Very focused on the practicalities of life, focused on money, focused on achievement, focused on, you know, building your stability. And none of these things, there's nothing wrong with any of that, but it does feel like there's something here where you're going to start being more focused on the emotional depth that's within you, or calibrating your emotions or something. It's almost like you're evolving into somebody completely new, okay? Now, there could be somebody who is watching you, because this is somebody who's lurking from a distance, okay? And this person's keeping track on you, or this person has you in their sights. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but it does feel like somebody is observing you, Gemini, and they could be observing the changes that are going on within you, and maybe they want to offer you something because of that. I'm not sure why that would be in the unexpected, but that's what I'm getting. Somebody could feel it's very unexpected how you're reacting to something, or the changes that you're going through, or how you're shedding these old skins. Now, the thing about the snake, right, I've said this several times, when it sheds the skin, it's very irritating for the snake. You know, there's like this liquidy layer that's in between the skins, and it can cause like a sensation to make them want to rub up against stuff, which we assume is itchiness or discomfort or something like that. They don't like to be handled when they're shedding. Sometimes they refuse to eat when they're shedding. It's almost this energy of like, maybe you've just been in this energy of indifference until this change takes place. And whatever this change is, I feel like, again, it has something to do with your emotions, your intuition, the subconscious, your spiritual gifts. Okay, yeah, some of you guys have been on a journey here, and you feel like you're just starting out in this journey. You know, some of you guys are about to take a leap of faith in regards to something. What is this unexpected? Let's get something else for the unexpected for Gemini, please. The unexpected energy for Gemini. We have a soulmate coming through. Okay. We have a soulmate, guys. And this is a soul connection. Now, okay. This could be a soul connection. Y'all know I always see dual meanings for things. So this could be a soul connection, or this could be you being on the same page with your twin. You're going to take it as it resonates, especially when we have this energy here of you shedding old skin, letting, you know, emotions that have been suppressed for a long time come up to the surface, albeit you're guarded while you're doing it. That's for damn sure, okay? I don't know why I'm getting energy with somebody that, like, a crab is like coming out of its little sandy hole with a switchblade that's like, I like you. And you're like, okay, well, put the switchblade away. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to be like that. There's something about that where you might want to enter into something with somebody, Gemini, but, you know, you're going to make it known that, like, you are guarded, okay? Or you are unsure. There's something like that, okay? But for some of you, yeah, this could be a soulmate coming into your physical energy here, meaning this is not going to be something where it's just energetic. We're just dreaming about each other. We're just thinking about each other. We're not actually taking any action when it comes to each other. This is somebody that you're going to be taking action in regards to. So yeah, unexpectedly, guys, there could be some love coming up. This could be, you know, what I'm kind of getting to, guys, is that unexpectedly, a love connection, like a soul connection, could have changed you. You weren't expecting this. You know, it's caused you to, maybe it caused an irritant in your life, like it caused some kind of irritating sensation or something. Maybe you had to look at your shadow side, or you had to see things about yourself that didn't really make you that proud, you know, with the snake energy, but you did decide to embrace the transition, embrace the change, and you shed that skin, and with that came a lot of stuff to the surface that you need to deal with. And I feel like there's something unexpected about that. Like, I didn't expect to meet you and for you to completely fucking change who I am, how I think about things, how I see things, okay? That's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. I feel like there's a lot of people that are interested in you right now, Gemini. I feel like there's a lot of energy that's focused on you, but there could be one energy in particular that you're focused on. Take it as it resonates. Let's find out. Let's get some more energy here. Oh, okay. I was like, what is this moon energy? Well, it's the maze. It's the maze of your emotions. It's the maze of your higher self, right? Some of you guys really are on this journey to find yourself here. You know, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but these mazes, like, this is like a worst nightmare for me. Like, being caught in one of these mazes, I do not ever want to do that. Like, going to like the corn mazes and stuff, that's totally not my deal. It just makes me feel like boxed in and claustrophobic, and like, if I want to leave, I want to leave. You know, I don't want to have to fucking find my way out, sitting there panicking, and everywhere I go there's a dead end and there's a wrong turn and there's a, like, I'm all mixed up. I don't know if I'm back at the beginning or if I'm halfway through or if I'm near the end. Like, I just kind of have to, you know, and there could have been something like that where it's like you just like to be able to remove yourself from things, but there could have been something here unexpectedly where you had to sit and you had to feel something and it was uncomfortable. And even though desperately you wanted to be able to escape this maze, and I feel like it could be a maze of your intuition, a maze of your emotions, a maze of the, again, fears or the traumas, the subconscious shit that we try to push away because we just really don't want to look at it. It's like you were forced to face some of this. And so you've been in this maze, almost in essence trying to find yourself or trying to find the way through. Like, I need to find the answer here. I'm in this maze for a reason. I'm feeling this way for a reason. I'm processing this for a reason, right? So what is the deal here? What does this have to do with anything? And you've been kind of going, I feel like they're just giving me the energy on this card of somebody like going through this and be like, damn, okay, well, that's a dead end, or this is taking me nowhere. I don't know where I'm going. Like, there's the energy of having been lost, but I feel like you are about to find your way here. That's what I feel like is unexpectedly about to happen. You could have felt like you've been in this maze for a minute, but you are about to find your way out of it. Unexpectedly, you're going to find the end of this maze, okay? And I feel like all this irritation and this frustration and maybe sadness and maybe anger and maybe regret and maybe resentment and whatever other and dark, shadowy emotions that have been brought up with the moon's energy, it's actually helped like almost lubricate you. Okay. Anyways, it's almost helped lubricate you to get this skin off. Because I think we talked about in a reading recently where it's like somebody had a snake skin, like 7 layers of snake shed on them. You know, because they're all dried out. They weren't processing their emotions. They weren't allowing themselves to feel. It's like I had no choice now. I got put in this maze and I wasn't allowed to get out of it until I found the way, right? There's something about that. So I don't know, that's what I'm getting here. Give me something for this snake shedding its skin for the unexpected here, okay? We have beam me up, Scotty. Okay? Take me away. You know, I don't want to be here no more. Okay, there's something about that for some of you guys. Some of you are really like looking into changing things. I get this energy here of like unexpectedly finding something out in regards to your past that makes you want to have a different future. That's for some of you. Unexpectedly, you could be deciding to change your whole routine or to maybe relocate or just have like a whole new life or something. Maybe you guys have always felt like you were kind of somebody who was on the outside viewing your own life, right? Like viewing your life from like a third person perspective or a second person perspective or whatever. You know, not really having control over your situation, your life, whatever. There's something like that for somebody. I get the energy here of like unexpectedly taking the reins back when it comes to your life. Yeah, some of you guys might be house searching for houses or looking for something within your house. Maybe you lost something. Gemini, I don't know. And I feel like you could be unexpectedly finding it or something like that. Yeah, I feel like if you lost something, guys, it's like right there. It's so close. If it was a snake, it would have bit you. All right. Like maybe you lost something and it fell off your desk and it rolled behind the bookshelf or something like that. There's like, I don't know, or maybe this is just metaphorically speaking, like you've lost something or you're searching for something, you're trying to find something and it's right there with the alligator energy. Like it's right under your nose. The answer is right there. Okay. Some of you guys are searching for direction or you're searching for some kind of sense of like, you know, where is the path? How can I clear the path? It's interesting because yesterday, you know, we just had that big storm that came through here. And so a lot of, you know, debris is still down everywhere. And there's just, you know, it's just a hot mess a little bit, right? But there's a trail that's like directly across from my neighborhood. And they noticed that for the first time that the path that takes you to that trail is blocked. It's like blocked with brush. And I don't know, it just felt very significant to me as I was looking at it. It felt like, you know, the path forward, the path that you would normally take, the path that feels comfortable, it feels familiar, is blocked for some reason. And now you have to go a whole new path. So that could be something here that's happening, like unexpectedly you find yourself having to navigate your way through a new world, right? An alien experience here. Now for some of y'all, unexpectedly, there could be some extraterrestrial activity. Okay, I don't know. All right, there could be something where it's like you feel like you had a close encounter of this strange variety. There could be where you see lights in the sky, or there could be something where you're listening to music or something, and all of a sudden, like it's almost like a interruption in a transmission or something like that. Okay, they're bringing me back to when I was younger, and I think it was like Christmas Eve, or it was dangerously close to Christmas, because I remember laying in my bed late at night being so excited for Christmas. And I used to have like this little radio next to my bed, and I used to listen to it and stuff. And it was like right in the middle of a song, and all of a sudden it went right and did like this staticky thing, and this really robotic voice came through and it said, we're not here to hurt you. We're here to protect you, and we're going to guide you and protect you. There's no need to worry. And then it went, and it went right back to the music. I'll never forget that because it was just so real, and I was wide awake. And I feel like it was because the next day was Christmas, because I was super excited, you know? So some of you guys, you might actually have an encounter like that or something, or maybe there's some kind of alien support that you have. Like, they do guide you. They are here to protect you. I don't know, maybe you have close connections with like alien nations or something like that, okay? That's for somebody, all right? Either way, I do feel like you're being called on a new journey, Gemini. I do, and I feel like you're trying to search for what that journey is, but it's right under your nose. You know what the journey is. You know what direction you need to go in. You know the answers, okay? And the answers are going to keep being given to you. The messages are going to keep repeating, okay? Like, some of you guys might watch a lot of tarot, and all the tarot readers could be saying very similar things. And when tarot readers say similar things, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're copying each other. If they start using each other's mannerisms, right, and like their whole fucking personality starts mimicking another reader, then yes, that could be they're copying each other. But I feel like repeating messages is because we all work for the same boss, really. Right? Like, we're all pulling cards for what the divine wants us to know. And so the divine, you watch different readers, well, yeah, then those messages are going to be repeating because they're picking up on your energy that's bouncing around to different readers. So some of you guys keep hearing the same fucking thing over and over and over again. You're like, damn, can they like figure something else out? Don't blame the reader for the fact that you don't want to listen to the message that's being given to you over and over and over again, boo. Right? Because we're just here to be a vessel. We're just here to play whatever comes through that radio. If you want to listen to the same song over and over and over again, well, that's on you, okay? So there's something here with that, guys, where the message or the answer is right there. It's right under your nose. And the messages are going to keep repeating until you decide to listen, right? Some of y'all have been in some kind of standoff when it comes to yourself. I do feel like this is you and you, Gemini. I don't feel like this is you and somebody else. I feel like you've been fighting yourself. Okay, when it comes to something, I feel like you're gonna stop fighting that. It's like a snake that's like, no, I don't want to shed my skin. I don't want to grow, right? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. Okay, like, I don't want to grow. I don't want to change. I don't want to evolve. It's comfortable here, even though it's not really comfortable. You know? I don't know. There's something about that. The white buffalo woman, and then the red pill, blue pill. It's like you need to make a decision on what reality you want to live in, and unexpectedly that could be coming up here. You could take the pill that brings you back to Matrixville, where you don't have to really, you know, evolve and grow, and you can live in your little rat box and go to your 9 to 5 and, you know, never, you know, always inside feel like there's something meant for you, feel like you're meant to take it deeper, feel like you're meant to expand yourself, but you don't. Or you could take the pill that takes you to Zion, which is interesting because I literally just did a reading it wasn't for Patreon, but it ended up on Patreon because it felt kind of like personal. So it ended up on Patreon, but it was solo ticket to Zion, excuse me. So it's interesting that matrix energy is coming out, because I feel like there's something here where somebody does need to make a decision on, like, what life do you want to live? What do you want to do here? Somebody could have one foot in one life, one foot in the other, and you're kind of straddling. It's like you have one foot on one boat, one foot on the other boat, and the boats are going apart. And so you're kind of like doing the splits here. You're like, oh shit, right? Trying to hold on for dear life. And it's like you need to either jump on this boat, jump on that boat, or you're going to be caught somewhere in the in-between. Okay? It's like you have to choose a boat here. Some of you guys have been called to shamanism. All right? Or again, you've been called to some kind of higher path, higher purpose. Spirit's like, you ready for my baby? Right? There's something about that. Like, you ready to do this? You ready to jump on your mission? You ready to grow up? You ready to evolve? You ready to step into who you truly are? Because again, you've been looking at your life like from a third person perspective. Like, I don't even know who I am. I feel like I'm watching a movie, right? Well, do you want to be the main character? Do you finally want to step into who you're meant to be? It's up to you. We're not going to force you. In fact, we're going to give you a choice. So there's something here where it's like a higher calling, a higher path it's calling for you. And there could be something where you are getting these repeated messages, guys. Like, you are getting the answer here. Some of you guys feel like you're in this desolate energy of like a desert, or like every day is like, they're giving me that song, I'm riding through a desert on a horse with no name. which I don't remember that song exactly, but from what I remember, I think it's like, you know, every day is the same or something until you finally make it to the lake or the edge of the water, you know? Like some of you guys deep inside, you're really thirsting for that spirituality. You're really thirsting for that level up. You're thirsting for those emotions that you've buried deep down. They want to come to the surface. You want to feel, you want to experience, but you're just scared, right? You're scared of the unknown. Like, well, if I'm the white buffalo woman, male or female, does that mean that my life really isn't my own and I don't really have a lot of choices and I'm at the mercy and I have, you know, the divine and I have to kind of step up? You know, shape up, ship out type of energy. Yeah, the heavy is the head that wears the crown, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like this shit is gonna be easy. You know, I'm not gonna do that, Gemini. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's gonna be fine. I mean, it will be, but yeah, you're gonna learn and you're gonna have to grow and you're gonna have to look at yourself and you're gonna have to take accountability. So there could be something like that. Give me something for this soulmate though. Let me get some coffee. Breaking news, Gemini, you do have a soulmate. Some of y'all are like, news to me, bitch. Okay, it could have been something like that. I don't know, guys. Okay. Or maybe your soulmate has breaking news for you, like they want to tell you something. Okay, that's for some of you guys. What is this? Give me something for this soulmate. Let's clarify this energy a little bit, Spirit. Give me something for this soulmate here. We have the Purple Heart. Some of you guys, your soulmate was in the military or something, or you're in the military, okay? Or there's something here where you might have to sacrifice for this soulmate, all right? Breaking news keeps coming out. There could be something where this relationship causes you to have to sacrifice things, okay? But it's sacrificing for the greatest good. Also, Gemini, I feel like you might be meeting somebody who really wants to take care of you. And some of y'all will be like, with like, shing, with the switchblade. Like, I don't need to be taken care of, you know? Like that kind of energy here. I feel like I need to find a screenshot of the crab with the knife because they keep showing me that meme where the guy dropped the knife or something and the crab picks it up. I don't know. I feel like I need to find that for the thumbnail. But anyways, some of you guys are like, I don't need nobody to come in here and take care of me. I'm a big boy / big girl, right? And I would agree, Gemini, you really don't need anybody to take care of you. But wouldn't it be nice if somebody did give a shit about you? Like, I'm just saying, right? Like, wouldn't it be nice if somebody came into your life and they're like, you know, hey, you don't need to worry about that because I got that. Or what's on your mind? Are you okay? How you doing? What, you still breathing? You fucking alive, right? Like, for somebody to give a shit, wouldn't that be nice? And some of you guys don't even dare want to think about that because it's like, I never really experienced something like that before. And if I get used to something like that and then it goes away, it's going to make me sad, right? So there could be something like that, guys. You might meet somebody in the military or something, or I don't know, the military is significant for somebody. I feel like there's going to be a light bulb that goes off though with a soulmate, or when you meet this person, there's going to be like an instant recognition. Like your soul is going to know. Your soul is going to be like, even if you want to sit here and drag ass, okay, even if you want to sit here and be told the same thing over and over and over again, even if you want to sit here and get more information and research until you're just fucking like, you know, tartar, I know, right? Right, like your soul knows, okay? So I don't know, there's like an instant soul recognition with somebody is kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, you feel very drawn towards somebody, okay? And some of y'all are worried that this is a trap, like dead ass, right? That's why we have that crab energy. Which I get it, trust me. It's hard to open up. It's hard to trust people. It's hard when people like, you know, they say they care about you. They say they like you and you're just like, okay. It's like, no, I mean, I get why I'm likable. Like, you know, like I get why I'm likable. I'm just not sure why you like me. Like, you know, so I don't know. There's something there, again, the subconscious that needs to be brought to the surface. You need to get through that so that way you can bring yourself to a new state of being, right? Where, I don't know, you don't have that defensiveness. That's for somebody. But yeah, I feel like you feel like you're being drawn towards somebody and you feel like it's a trap, you know? It's like they're giving me Hansel and Gretel, where it's like the little gingerbread crumbs that are leading you and you just come to this big old house and it's full of candy and you're like, wow, gee, golly, Wally, right? You're like, this is awesome. You know, you start eating the house and stuff. You're like, yay. And it's like this witch comes out and like, hey, why are you eating my fucking house, you know? Oh, you like sweets? Oh, I got plenty of sweets inside, right? It's like something like that, guys. Like, you know, there's something about that where you feel like it's a trap, right? Like this person trying to trap me, okay? Or that dang it, okay? Maybe it's just sex. Maybe I'm just really attracted to this person, which, I mean, duh, alert. You should be attracted to your soulmate, Gemini, so I don't know. That could be something that you're going through right now. Okay, you feel a really strong, like almost like your inner compass, your inner GPS is like, right, like right on this person. But then at the same time, you're like, is it sex? Is it a trap? Is it this? Is that? It's almost like, again, like, you know, the answer is there though. I don't know what the answer is. Maybe for some of you it is just sex, or maybe it is a trap. I don't fucking know. This is not a case by case basis. This is a general message, okay? But I do feel like the answer is here. Like the Spirit's giving you the answer. Okay, so whatever the lamb is trying to tell you or has told you already over and over and over again, Gemini, there you go. Okay, so you're going to take that as it resonates for sure. I feel like you're fighting yourself when it comes to something. So that's just for somebody. Okay, let's get some tarot out here. This maze that Gemini is going through, I feel like it's because you do want a new beginning, like you want a fresh start with that full energy, Aquarius, Aries coming through. I feel like there's something here where it's like you do want a fresh start, you do want a new beginning, okay? And I just saw a hawk fly past my window. There's almost like this energy of needing to see something from a higher perspective. Maybe that's what you know, because that's actually pretty true. Because if we look at this from a bird's eye view, we can see the way out, right? And it's hard when we're right there in it. Like when we're right there in the maze, we got that claustrophobic feeling I was talking about. We're like, I don't know, okay. It's difficult, it's hard, you know. And there could be something like that. Hold on, let me, because my camera is about to die. Let me make sure that it's not going to shut it off if I do this, because that would suck to lose the message. All right, it looks like it's going to be okay, guys. At least I hope it's going to be okay. We're going to have to roll with it. Yeah, so like there's a bird eye view that you want to have. Like you want to have a higher perspective. You want to be able to see the maze and be like, okay, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. But I feel like for some of you guys, you're caught up in it instead. And so it's really difficult to see, you know, where you need to go, what turn you need to make. Oh, don't go that way because you're going to hit a dead end, or yeah, turn this way because that's going to lead you towards the end of this, right? So there's something here where you're trying to lean on a sense of your own understanding. Well, the answer is inside, okay? The answer could also be showing up in very strange ways. We already talked about that, but the answer is inside. Yes, thank you. With the Knight of Cups here, you are being led by your intuition here with that moon energy to get through whatever this maze is, to figure out the answer in regards to something, okay? Some of you guys, you want to find the way through. There's this energy here of wanting to be able to expand, wanting to be able to grow. With the Two of Wands, y'all, if you've been here long enough, you know, for me, that's like, you know what choice you want to make, right? You know what direction you want to move in. You got the world in your hand. You got your wand all fired up. Ancestors excited. Okay. You got the little lizard here, which means you're following your instincts. You know, you got the stars and the moon and everything in the background to guide you. You know, it's destined. It feels like it's meant to be or something. But there's still some apprehensiveness. I feel like it could be from endings that's happened in the past or letdowns that you've suffered, pain, right? Maybe not wanting to go through that again. Maybe wanting to do things right this time around and not make the same old mistakes that we made from the past, Gemini. But there is something here where you need to make the choice to take action in regards to something. And I do, again, feel like there's a sense of understanding or clarity that's coming through unexpectedly to help you through this maze. It is connected to your intuition here. It's connected to your heart space. If this is talking about a soulmate, guys, for real, your heart's telling you what you need to do, Gemini. So I don't know. But that's not for everybody. If this is talking about some kind of like, you know, purpose, life path, glow up, transition into a new way of being, same thing. Your heart's telling you what you need to do. You can't listen to that. Some of you are ready to commit or take ownership when it comes to something, or at least that's what you feel like this maze is taking you to. Okay, so some of you don't want to do things in a traditional way. Maybe you want to do things differently. Maybe your whole life you've been kind of living in other people's boxes and, you know, like what do they feel is right for me? What do they think that I should do? How do they think that I should live my life? And you want to live your life on your own terms. Okay, so there could be something like that that's going on here. feel like your intuition is telling you something though, guys. I don't know what your intuition is telling you. You know that, okay? I don't know what the messages are telling you. I don't know what these tarot readers are telling you. I don't watch Gemini readings, okay? I do not. I watch pick a card readings. I like something that's tailored for me because I'm still a skeptic at heart. Believe it or not, I'm still a skeptic. So if I watch Gemini readings and I'm like, well, this doesn't necessarily mean that this is for me. This could be for the Gemini next to me, right? This don't mean it's for me. But when I watch pick a card readings, if I feel like out of all those piles, if I pick the pile that's reading me to filth right now, it's gotta be for me. So I don't watch Gemini readers. I don't know what the Gemini buzz on the street is and all that shit right now. I watch pick a cards if I watch tarot at all, okay? So I get the energy, a strong sensation that the Gemini readings are all telling you something, like they're speaking to you in a certain way. So there's something here about that. What is the snake shedding its skin? With the UFO that's coming out, what is this? Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be trying to save up money for a trip. You might unexpectedly get some money that's put into your savings, guys. You might unexpectedly be able to like expand or do something that you've been wanting to do, because some of you guys, money has been an issue. All right. There's also this sense here of like, you know, trying to protect yourself again with the Four of Pentacles. That's survival mode. That's that energy of like, I have my treasure. I'm going to sit on it. I'm not going to let anybody in or anything out. You know, ancestors checking the window for the enemies or for any threats out there. Okay, maybe some of you guys have been in that energy for too long and unexpectedly you're going to just, I don't know, get up off of the chest and decide you want to go outside. There's something here where you're starting to come down to a conclusion when it comes to yourself, Gemini. You're starting to figure out the answers in regards to something. Some of you do want to move, or you want to relocate, or you want to do something completely new. You're just unsure. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, we have a sudden change and how you're approaching things with the moon energy. And I feel like it is connected to your subconscious. It's connected to, it feels like you allowing the truths that are within you to come to the surface, guys. There could be a change in your fortune unexpectedly, guys. Yeah, Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. It's almost like maybe you weren't taking ownership of something, or you weren't allowing yourself to be seen in some kind of way or something. With the star energy, there's a healing that's coming over. I feel like you're starting to nurture something. You're starting to take ownership of something, and maybe you're not holding yourself back anymore. Some of you guys, you've been holding on to it's so interesting because that came out in the Patreon reading too, where it's like there's a door here and there's a door here. There's a door that's opened. It's brand new. It looks really promising, but there is an unknown type of aspect to it, or it's hard. It takes some kind of work or something, okay? Sacrifices perhaps. And then there's a door that you're staring at that's been closed. It's long closed, right? Cobwebs all on it, handles all rusted and stuff. It's just like this door been closed for a minute. Some of you guys could still be processing something that's been done for a while, but there's new things that are being offered to you. Suddenly, I feel like unexpectedly, you're going to decide to step through those doors, or you're going to unexpectedly allow yourself to be seen. You're going to unexpectedly step into this fame or to this recognition, or for some of you guys into the limelight here, because, you know, we do see a spotlight, albeit it's an alien one. But that could just be talking about a foreign experience for some of you guys. Some of you guys might travel overseas and be mistaken for a celebrity. That's for somebody. That's not for everybody, guys. That was really random. But somebody might travel overseas and they may be like, oh, Tom Cruise, right? You'd be like, I am. In fact, Tom Cruise, I don't know. Like, there's something about that for somebody, okay? I don't know. Or somebody might think you're like Halle Berry or Selma Hayek or something like that. You might be like, yes. I don't know. Try to get yourself a free meal or something. I don't know. That's for somebody. There could be some kind of people admiring you, though, that's about to happen unexpectedly. And I feel like it's as soon as you let go of something that has been holding you back, Gemini. Or there's going to be success after some kind of battle that you've been going through. Like you've been battling something. Yeah, this could definitely be connected to your finances and your work, guys. Let's move on, because I don't know how the charge is on this, so I don't want it to like cut off. So I feel like I'm up against the I'm hearing danger, danger, high voltage, when we touch, when we kiss. That's what I just heard. Okay, so some of you guys could feel like, oh no, the passion, the desire, the pull, the emotion that I feel for somebody, it's like danger, danger, okay? There could be something like that for somebody, all right? Some of y'all could be like avoidant, right? Okay, some of y'all could definitely be avoidant. Some of y'all could be anxious. Like I for sure, like, I don't know, I'm like anxious avoidant. Like if I start to feel anxious, I'll avoid you, right? But some of you guys could just straight up be avoidant, where it's like as soon as you feel anything deep, as soon as you feel any kind of emotion, you're like, nope, withdraw, pull back. And I feel like it comes from that state of where you've been hurt in the past. You know, some of you guys grew up in really turbulent households or really abusive situations where you had to guard yourself. You had to keep yourself to yourself. Some of you guys were massively taken advantage of by the people that should have loved you, like the first people, like your parents, your grandparents, you know, your siblings. Like they should have loved you, and instead they used your kindness, they used your naivety, or they used your heart against you. And so now you have this big old like armor that's put on, right? You're like the crab with the switchblade. And it's like, how can I cuddle with you if you got a switchblade? I don't know, that's for somebody. Like, how am I supposed to get close to you if you're a crab holding a switchblade? That's like impossible. Not only could you snap me, you could also like jab me. You know, so there's something here with that, guys. I feel like you guys are just wanting to, there's the change that you want to make, or you feel pulled to go in a certain direction. Some of y'all might have a choice between two people. One that is like karmic energy, you know this ain't a soulmate, you know this is a karmic, but you know you still have a choice, right? And then another one, but for the majority of you, I kind of get the energy here that this is a choice you need to make within yourself. Cancerian energy is strong. So again, some of you guys cusp with Cancer, you have Cancer strong in your chart, or this is like about a Cancer for some of you guys, perhaps, okay? But there is this energy of like, do I take this direction? You know, do I go on the road? Maybe some of you guys are unexpectedly going to be traveling to somebody. That's for somebody, okay? This person might be at a distance. That's not for everybody though, okay? But some of you guys, yeah, you might be traveling unexpectedly here with the Chariot. But overall, the Chariot is a choice card for me. It's also a card of needing to be on the same page with yourself. You know, if you're not on the same page with yourself, this Chariot ain't gonna go anywhere, or it's gonna tumble, it's gonna crash, it's gonna fall apart. So there's a need to be on the same page when it comes to this situation, guys. Yeah, we have the Six of Swords, a sail away, okay? But this could also be sailing away from the Five of Swords, which is talking about that overthinking, overanalyzing, tearing yourself apart, resisting that change that the fives bring, because the fives do bring change. So there's definitely some travel here unexpectedly for somebody, guys. This could be, again, around a full moon. There's something with the moon energy here. Maybe you had a significant moment with somebody during a full moon or something, okay? I do feel like you guys are ready to sail towards your wish fulfillment, right? It's interesting too. Look at this little ancestor fighting off that crab. That crab got a switchblade. That crab is a paid actor. Okay, I don't even know, but that crab got something going on. He's like, what you go? Like there's something like that with that crab. This could also be your ancestors fighting off that crabby energy within you, Gemini. Like, get over yourself, okay? Like, pap, pap, right? I don't know why, but the cat, like, pat, pat, pat. You know how cats, like, they go pap, pap, right? Like, that's how they get you. There's something about that. Maybe some of these ancestors, like, they put the pat, pat on you, okay? Like, I don't know, Gemini, right? Some of y'all just sad over some things. Maybe there could have been something where somebody was very selfish, because this can be one of my selfish cards as well. They're like, nope, I'm on my meat by myself with my cups. Okay? Yeah, I'm not gonna look at you. Nope. I'm sorry, guys, okay? There's something about that. Like, I don't hear you. La 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 la. Okay? I'm sorry, okay? But I feel like you're sad though. That's the thing, right? Like, I don't know. That's for somebody. Or this is this person that feels this way. If that ain't resonating for you, Gemini, okay? Some of y'all just are like, I'm ready to... Some of you guys are just like, I'm ready to travel towards something new, okay? Or I'm ready to like have a new experience here or something. There's been like a being on guard. Like somebody definitely been very defensive and on guard towards an Empress energy, or you're an Empress that's been very defensive and on guard. Take it as it resonates. Like, you say you're the Empress, I'm sorry. And you got spirit there, and you got ancestral support, and you got lots of little guys, and you're very fucking abundant, and you're beautiful, and you're carrying spirit's baby. But how do we know that spirit's baby? How do we know? Like, there's something there. I don't know, Gemini. I feel like somebody questioning you, and you're like, well, you know what? Deuces, bitch. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Pull myself together here. I feel like there could have been a misunderstanding for some of y'all, okay? There's something like that. That's not for everybody, guys, okay? Give me something else for this soulmate. What's a sacrifice, or what's this purple heart about, for sure, okay? The sun. It's almost giving the energy here of like, there will be sacrifices, but there's also going to be healing. There's also going to be a lot of joy, Leo energy coming through, okay? There's also going to be this feeling of like, I can connect with you, or I feel the warmth on my skin, all right? Some of you guys might have sacrificed that feeling to move away from somebody because of, again, we've talked about it already, the crab with the switchblade, right? So I don't know. There could be something there with that, but I feel like this connection does bring a healing energy, and that's what's very surprising. I feel like with the purple heart, it's like a good sensation. It's a good feeling. Like when I think of the purple heart, yeah, somebody had to go through a lot of shit to earn that purple heart, but it's like an honor. You know, it's like being given a prestigious honor. So Gemini, somebody could look at you like that, like, damn, you're just, I don't even deserve you. Like, what did I even do to deserve you? Or you could feel that way about somebody, or you could feel that way about a situation, okay? There's definitely a King of Swords though right now that is going over every fucking detail and then some, driving themselves crazy, getting more, I feel like there's this energy like, well, you could have an information overload for some of you guys, like, you know? How does this soulmate feel about Gemini? Just because I'm nosy. Then we're going to move on to advice and additional messages. 10 of Wands, like, you a motherfucking burden, Gemini, with your sexy ass. Where'd you even come from? Why are you even here? Okay, like, why are you even looking at me like that? All right, for some of you guys. But the 10 of Wands, I like the 10s. Even like the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, I've said that before. I like those because that's the end of a burdensome cycle. Somebody could see you as being with you again, purple heart energy. Like there is a sacrifice here. Maybe somebody has to let go of their player ways or their childish ways or being goosey, loosey, floozy, whatever, and not really taking things seriously. And maybe that's the sacrifice here. But it's also like, I don't have to carry these 10 wands anymore. Like I said, at some point in this fucking reading, you may not need somebody to give a shit about you, Gemini, but wouldn't it be nice if somebody did? Wouldn't it be nice if you had a partner that was like, hey, you don't got to carry all those wands. Let me take half of those. You know? So there's something here with that, okay? Let's get some advice and additional messages here for Gemini with this unexpected reading that felt kind of weird. It didn't really feel like a necessarily unexpected. Anyways, we have the surrender and the service coming out. Surrender says, I can release my need to control, and service says, I feel good when I can help other people. Wow, that's interesting with what we were just talking about. For some of you, there's a need to surrender to the fact that somebody really does give a shit about your ass, right? And they really do want to be there. They really do want to help out. They really do want to be a positive force in your life, right? That could be for some of you guys. For others of you, you need to surrender to whatever purpose that you have. Some of y'all have been given that answer over and over again. It's time to rise to the occasion. It's time to put work in. It's time to let myself be seen, you know? And there could be something here where it's like surrender to the fact that you are here to be on this planet, to be of service to others, or to give some kind of service, do something in the energy of like the divine has called you to this, okay? That is for some of you guys. I do feel like for a lot of you, it's talking about the relationships though, you know? Not really having a lot of people in your life that are a positive force. So when somebody comes in, they're like, hey, I can carry half those for you. You're like, oh, why would you? I don't have nothing to offer you. I don't have nothing to give you. I can't, like, you know, why would you want to help me? You know, assuming that somebody wants something out of you or something like that, or assuming people have like ulterior motives or something. There's something there with that, guys. Okay, let's get some more advice and additional messages for Gemini, please. We have blame coming out. I accept responsibility for my own well-being, right? Yeah. I mean, there could be something here with that, with this maze, right? You're going through this maze. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to dig through all the mucky, it feels like walking around in soup, you know, with this maze and the moon energy. Like, I'm trying to figure out the muck. I'm trying to figure out how I got myself here, how I got myself into these situations. There could have been an energy where maybe for a long time you were blaming other people. Oh, well, this person cheated on me. This person hurt me. This job took advantage of me, right? My parents didn't love me. My parents did this, you know, putting the blame on everybody else. And it's not to say that people shouldn't take accountability for how they hurt you in your life. Absolutely. There are people that hurt people, you know, for sure. But it's also your healing is your responsibility. That's not anybody else's responsibility. Somebody could have given you that wound, but you can't expect the person who hurt you to heal you, Gemini. That's not their forte. That's not their fucking expertise in this bitch. They're not here to hurt you, then heal you, then hurt you, then heal you. That's some whiplash energy if I ever saw it, right? You can't expect to find healing in the places that gave you pain, all right? So there's something here where it's like you have to accept responsibility for your own actions, your own sense of well-being, your own state of your mental, you know, awareness or abilities or situation, your own emotional situation. You have to accept a responsibility for that, okay? There could be people that show you the way. There can be people that give you the light, right? But it's up to you what you do with it. Ultimately, okay? Some of you guys might envy other people that it feels like their healing journey is easy. Trust me, no healing journey is easy. You know, some people just make it look easier than others. Some are more vulnerable. It's freeing to be in the light for me personally. I like that I don't have to walk around in the shadow. I mean, obviously there's still shadow aspects to me. I'm not perfect by any means, okay? But I find it freeing when people can shine a light on me and show me things about myself that I wasn't seeing, or things I need to fix, things I need to work on. That's freeing to me, because then I can take responsibility. And if I'm taking responsibility, then I'm not leaving it up to somebody else, you know? Like, this is on me. And I like that feeling. I like being in charge of my own life. I like being able to fix my own situations. So there could be something like that going on here. What else do we have? Advice and additional messages. We're going to get one more. We have patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Yeah, with perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So some of you guys are doing that delicate balance here of divine timing, right? And some of you guys maybe are losing patience when it comes to something. Maybe you expected to see some kind of results, some kind of growth, some kind of whatever, you know. And, you know, one of the biggest lessons for me that I've learned recently is you can't push things. You can't rush things. You can't expect things to be where you're at. You know, life is a flow here, and especially when you're dealing with other individuals or situations where other people have a say-so, they have their own shit going on. It's like everybody has to work at their own pace, and it doesn't mean that your pace is wrong or their pace is wrong or any of that, okay? So there could be something here where you're learning that valuable lesson unexpectedly of patience. I don't know, guys. You let me know if this reading made any sense or whatever. All right, but I do hope that it helps. I hope it resonates. I hope it does something. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.